Si quieren asistir a este video en español, clic en el link en la descripción.
Hello, everybody. I'm Thales from Plugin, and it is a pleasure to. First of all, I'd like to welcome you guys to the channel, and it is a pleasure to record another video for another calibration today. Today, we're going to calibrate a 2022 Mercedes GLC 300. If you guys would like to check this video in Spanish, my partner Fernando, he will provide you this full content in Spanish. We will put the description, the link in the description. Sorry, guys. Let's go. Let's start it. Oh, also, before I forget it, please make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below with questions, suggestions, and also if you see anything that you think we made wrong or needs a correction, we it will be more than welcome to have you guys helping us to build this community and build this channel, okay? So let's start it. Let's go. So here I'm showing the car. It's a 2022 Mercedes GLC 300, as I said. And as you guys can see, these tapes, these blue tapes, these are very common when the windshield is replaced. And as we provide jobs for this place and at this place, usually the lane departure calibration is not every time, but 80 90% of the time it's because the windshield was replaced. So every time you guys gonna see this blue tape a lot, okay? All right. So here I'm just describing the car, and here I'm inserting the VCI on the vehicle. All right. So here I'm saying that on this calibration we will do like a bird eyes view. So I'm gonna like walk through the whole thing very fast, but I wanted to show you guys a new thing. You guys gonna see it. So first of all, we calibrated a Toyota before we calibrated this car, so that's why I'm removing this target and I'm gonna put the target that we're gonna use to calibrate this Mercedes, which of course wasn't this one. And you guys gonna see a little bit unusual way of doing this calibration because looks like I already know everything beforehand, but that's not true. I'm gonna show you guys why I'm gonna do the whole setup before I even start to do the pre-scan. Magic. No, it's not magic. Okay, let me advance this. So I already grabbed the target for the Mercedes, and hold on guys, I'll show you guys everything more detailed in a little bit. So I'm putting the target. Now I'm adjusting the height of the Mercedes of the frame, and in this case is asking for 1275 millimeters of height, and the distance from the frame to the front bumper is saying on the tablet that is 88 millimeters. You will not be able to reach this value because if you reach this value, you will hit the front bumper, and as you don't want to scratch, you just need to get it as close as you can to the vehicle so it doesn't scratch the bumper. Also, I want to emphasize that there's always a tolerance range and we will follow this. This is not like always have to be exactly like this, always have a tolerance. So I'm not gonna follow the exactly value that it has on the tablet, but I'm gonna make sure that it's close enough to the bumper but not too close to scratch it, okay? So as you guys can see, I'm getting pretty close. almost touching the bumper, as you guys can see here. And also, as you guys can see, there is this laser right here pointing at the middle of the Mercedes logo. Make sure that this is right in the middle of the car, and also for this car, as it is too close to the bumper, there's not errors. No, let's not place for errors when you're adjusting the angle that you need to have the frame from the vehicle. So you, as the car is like, as the frame is so close to the car, you will get the right in the middle, and you're gonna get the angle because it's gonna be close enough for you to don't make this mistake. Okay, so we will not use the wheel clamps. For those of you guys who doesn't know what wheel clamps are, wheel clamps are the two clamps that we put on the rear wheels that has like a ruler, and we use to measure the angle and the distance of width that you have on both sides of the frame, having as a reference the vehicle. Okay, where the vehicle is parked, how far it is on the sides, and the angle where the vehicle is parked. Okay, so we won't gonna need to use it. Also, we have a full calibration using the wheel clamps. If you guys would like to check it out, we'll put the link on the description. Okay, all right, now I'm rotating the bolts just so it get fixed to the ground and nothing moves the frame. One, because I don't want that the frame gets on the wrong position, and two, if it goes more close to the car, it's gonna damage or scratch the bumper. Okay, and I don't want that. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. All right, so I'm just in the height here. Let me advance a little bit. So now I'm doing the scan. So I'm doing the pre-scan. So as always, let me just go back a little bit here. So I'm getting back to the first screen, and then I'm gonna type this button right here where we're gonna it's gonna take the tablet and get it to automatically find the car and gets its VIN number. So auto detect, and then right here I'm gonna set this button to start the pre-scan, and as always after this we will put at the name of this calibration the license plate of the vehicle. This is our procedure. You guys use whatever you guys feel more comfortable with, but me and Fernando, we always put the license plate, dash, and the date that we did perform at the job. Okay, so now I'm gonna just write the license, and here I'm just talking to you, giving a spoiler that about what I'm gonna show to you guys. So here right now you're gonna guys gonna see on my cell phone that I didn't make any magic. Um, what the only thing I did is that I accessed this website that is provided by Autel, and it's free. You guys can have access to it right now if you guys want. Even though you don't have the tablet, you can have access to this website. The link will be on the description. And what I did is that, first of all, here, as you guys can see, is product type. So, first of all, I'm gonna select which product I have, and based on the product it will give you the values. It will not change a lot in between these different types of frames, but I'm gonna select the one that we use here, and this is gonna be the this one, ADAS complete solution tape measurement kit. Also, just as a disclaimer, this one laser measurement kit is the same thing. The only difference that here we use the tape and here we use the laser, okay? So let's type here and then it's loading. Now it's gonna ask for the make. I'm gonna put Mercedes. So let's choose Mercedes Benz. And now let's look for, oh, I don't know if you guys can see here, so let me show you. Mercedes Benz. And now let's look for GLC, which is the model of the vehicle. And here we have GLC 253 and 254. In this case, we're gonna use and type and tap on 254. So here, 254. And here there are like a lot of different systems that we can do ADAS calibration on. Right now we're gonna do this multi-function camera, which is the one that we're gonna calibrate. So I did this before I even start to work on the car. Why? Sometimes you will need to rush a little bit and do things a bit faster, and the tablet will provide this anyways. But there's like a bunch of steps that you have to do in order to check each value and each parameter. What I did here is I just chose it here because this will give you a bird eyes view of what you need to do. It will not tell you step by step, but it will tell you which target you need, what is the distance, and what is the height. I'm gonna just zoom here a little bit so the target is showing Altel CSC 0601 dash slash, I think this is slash, right? Slash 02. Then the distance is, as I said, 88 millimeters, but you cannot reach this distance because this is a distance from the front bumper to the rear of the bar from the frame. So just close enough so you don't touch the bumper, okay? And here is the height, which I typed the wrong button. I wanted to show you closely. So 1275 millimeters, okay? So let's get back to the video. So let's here I'm showing basically, let me advance this a little bit. Now I'm showing you guys the distance. See? Right here it's like close but not close enough. So, and you guys will see that the calibration will be performed totally fine. This is good also to show you guys that there's always a tolerance, okay? So here I'm showing the height. Let's get back here a little bit. Perfect, everything on the place. So I typed it wrong. Now I'm doing the pre-scan, fold scan, and now I'm gonna put the car's information. Again, for Mercedes, you will need to put the year. Mercedes doesn't provide you the year of the vehicle automatically, so check on the where you can find the VIN number, which on this car, let's talk about Mercedes. You open the door near to the driver's seat, right down, you're gonna see a sticker. Right there you have the VIN and the month and year where the vehicle was made, okay? So here I'm putting the license, and then I'm gonna put the VIN, the year, as you guys see here. So I don't know if you guys gonna be able to see, but year 2022, license, and also the mileage, okay? Odometer. So now I'm doing the pre-scan, and while I'm doing the pre-scan, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, concerns, or any tips for us, it will be more than helpful to our channel. Also, if you would like to give a like, that will be mostly appreciated. And let's keep going with the video, okay? So here I'm finishing the pre-scan. All right. Here I'm commenting. You will notice that different cars will have different times to do the pre-scan, post-scan. Mercedes is usually a car that takes a little bit longer. That's why I took this time to welcome you guys and tell you guys to leave a comment, okay? So let's see. Perfect. Here I finished and always shows a little screen asking you if you would like to attach any photos. If you want to, here at Plugin we have another system where we attach all the photos, but this is good because if you guys don't have any other system, use Autel, take pictures of whatever defect you guys find on the car before you even touch the car or you even start to work on the car, because if you have any problem or anything that the client can tell you that you made, you're gonna be safe with all of these pictures and all the documentation, okay? Okay, so I'm now I'm exiting the pre-scan menu and I'm gonna access back to the post-scan menu because we are not able to do the calibration while we are on the pre-scan menu. Okay, so here I got back to the history menu, and right here we're gonna click on the first car, which is the last car we provided job for. So let's click here and I'm gonna access right now the post scan mode. All right, now it's loading. Let's give it a little bit. And as you guys can see, the wheel clamps are hanging in there. We're not even using because we don't need to use for this Mercedes, okay? All right. Let's give it a little bit more time. Let me just advance. So now we got access to the ADAS. I think I didn't. Let me put back here. I clicked in late in ADAS calibration, and I'm gonna do the fault scan and check what's going on. Again, I believe there's no errors, but because we replaced the windshield, it's a standard to do a post installment recalibration. Okay. So let me advance a little bit. As you guys can see, it's taking a while for Mercedes to, for the tablet to get all things scanned. Now we got everything. So I'm gonna select the multi-function camera, this one right here that I showed you guys, okay? If you guys uh, don't know by name, always look for a little sign that it has here, a little symbol. Always it's like a car getting off two lanes, okay? So I'm gonna click there. And now I'm gonna select the reason why I'm doing this calibration, and in this case, because the windshield was replaced. Now it's asking for which target I'm gonna use. Right here, as you guys see, as an advice, it asks you to use the target. So there is also a big pattern that you can use to calibrate this car. We're not gonna use it here, we're gonna use the little target, okay? So that's what I'm gonna select. B, and then it's asking if the car is parked on a surface level. It's on the ground. I'm gonna select ground. A. And now it's telling you what you're gonna need to use. I already got everything. Before I even do the pre-scan, everything is set it up to place. But I want to show you that when you click on setup, you will have the same information you had on the website I show you guys. So everything that you need to use, the distance, everything that you need. So let's go here a little bit. Okay, click OK. Now it's asking me to check the bubbles. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm checking here. I'm seeing that it's a little bit off. It is in the tolerance range, but I'm just gonna want to show you guys a little bit. For this is you're gonna use the same bolts you use to fix the frame to the floor. So I'm just doing. And if you guys want a more step by step of how you level your frame, please leave a comment and we can make another video showing you guys step by step of how we do this, okay? Let's keep going. So here's me just adjusting it. All right, great. Now let's hit next. Hit OK. Again, everything is at place. Just hitting like next, 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 next. Perfect. All right, so now it's communicating with the vehicle. Right now, it's a screen that is telling that this camera is already calibrated. And it's asking you previously if you want to perform this calibration anyways. It is in fact calibrated, but maybe it's not calibrated at the same parameters or same position that the camera is right now. So that's why I'm gonna click yes and redo or do another calibration over the previous calibration that the car already has, okay? So here I'm reading, I hit it. Okay, right here I'm gonna hit yes. Oh, actually, there they ask it if you want to avoid this process, press yes or like not do this process. I clicked on no because no, I want to do the calibration even though you're telling me that the car is already calibrated, okay? And here is show you the requirements to start the calibration. And here, particularly for this Mercedes, we have to get the engine working. So engine working, ignition on, the calibration will be done, okay? If you don't let the engine running, you will not be able to perform the calibration on this Mercedes, okay? So I'm gonna click continue. Let's hit continue. Okay, why I'm not hitting continue? Okay, I hit it continue finally. So now let me get back a little bit. And it's asking me if I want to start the calibration. Now we got this calibration was completed successfully. I don't know if you guys can see here, but calibration was completed successfully. As I told you, the distance is not 88 millimeters, but the calibration was performed really well. So I'm gonna take a screenshot, hit OK, and afterwards I'm gonna do the pulse scan. So click pulse scan, and then I'm gonna do the pulse scan, put the screenshot on my pulse scan, and finish this job. So right here we walked through a calibration of a 2022 GLC 300 Mercedes GLC 300. If you guys would like to check this whole video in Spanish, my partner Fernando, he made this whole video in Spanish. Please make sure to always leave the like button if you guys like this video. Leave a comment if you guys would like, and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.